Friends, it's T-Man, and I want to react to this video on peptides by these people called Sean Ryan Clips. So in this video, Sean Ryan Clips and this lady say, brain expert, in 5 years, everyone's going to be using peptides. They're already using them, man. But yeah, in 5 years, more and more people are going to be using them, yes. Because people are looking for alternatives to fix their problems.
A lot of people are taking peptides
and not knowing the harmful risks. One of the things that
I love this one. Not knowing the harmful risk. Everybody's taking peptides not knowing the harmful risk. Well, everybody's lifting in the gym. They're not knowing the harmful risk they're causing themselves. I'll get to this in one moment. She's going to mention what that harmful thing is, and I'm going to rebuttal it.
EPC 157 does. It's the most prominent peptide right now. It's meant to help with
Yes, it is.
cartilage health and recovery. But it can't detect whether it's causing vascularization on a cancer cell. They become...
It can't detect on a cancer cell. And what would a cancer cell be doing there? Man, you have cancer in your body all the time. Your immune system clears them out. It's there, it's not there, whatever. That's its job. But when it becomes dysfunctional, that's when cancer starts metastasizing because it becomes dysfunctional. Now, some of these peptides, apparently like GHKCU, can reverse that. It says it could put it back to a functioning state so it can cause an apoptosis, cell death in fucking cancer. That's the whole point of the peptide. It's not just a skin product. It does a bunch of other things. But okay, man, let's see. This part is very interesting. Listen to what she says.
So greedy and so hungry, these tumor cells, they go out and metastasize all over your body. You have no control.
They're so greedy, they go metastasize. But man, cancer cells, we know this, they're the increase of cancer cells is because of the overload of toxicity in your body and a very weak immune system.
Control over that, whether it goes to your brain, your spinal cord. You don't know whether you've got it until stage 4, and then you're done. I think
that's funny. She says until you get stage 4, you're done. Yet people will now claim that they've been in stage 4 cancer and they've cured it taking ivermectin, a deworming product, which is not patentable by these big pharmaceuticals. Get it? And here's another thing you may not know. These peptides are not patentable by these big pharmaceutical companies. So she's just a lackey of the pharmaceutical companies to scare you, just like people scaring you. Red meat is going to cause you cancer, you're going to die. How could something that is natural to you, you're supposed to eat red meat, is going to cause all these diseases in your body? Are they doing it to animals out in nature? No. Man, this is just stupid. And I know, eating too much liver is going to toxify you. How can eating animal products toxify you? This is all dumb, but I know. They're going to equate everything that is unhealthy as being healthy for you. Eat these healthy vegetables, eat these healthy breads, healthy donuts, healthy coffee, but they'll never call animal products healthy. They'll just say bad things about it. Why? Because it goes against them, the grain, their agenda. Get it, dude?
5 years, everyone's going to be using peptides.
Really? Why?
You're already using them.
Because people are becoming, the gray market, the black market is infiltrated. Like, people are buying the...
Well, if they were to just given to them normally over the counter and regulate stuff, and it was in pharmaceutical companies, and it was given to them because they treat the civilian population like a third world country in North America, because in Central South America, these so-called third world countries, they all have them over the counter. I wonder why. But in first world countries, God, we're so dumb, man. We can't buy anything over the counter. Fuck, it's all regulated.
Black market, it's so dangerous, by the way, peptides, right?
Yeah, so if it's so dangerous, the black market, why don't they regulate it so it's not dangerous? You understand me? They could make money out of it by regulating it, even if they can't patent these things.
Peptide is an amino acid.
Yeah. So if peptides are an amino acid, how could they be dangerous? See what I mean? It's dangerous because amino acids are building blocks of your body. That's why it's dangerous, because they work. Anything that works is dangerous.
Beta is a peptide, right? And I think in theory they can do well. We've seen them, in my studies.
I love this one. In theory, they could do well, yet they're working on everybody that's taking them. They already experienced them working.
But not one human randomized control trial has ever been done.
Yeah, because they cost money. They have to do these random test trials because it's on if you have a patent on a drug, that's when they do it, so it passed through FDA. But peptides are amino acids. You can't patent them. They're naturally occurring. Duh.
Peptides, which is why it makes it so dangerous. We don't know what the safety and efficacy is of peptides yet, but I do say that they will.
What do you mean you don't know? You buy them, you eat them every day when you eat animal products. You buy amino acids in your corner store in tablet form. What are you talking about? You buy them in these powders and stuff, proteins. Your body converts them into peptides when they go in.
Start funding it because of who's currently in charge. And yeah, I think that people, we'll start to see human studies in 5 to 10 years, and that's what's going to happen.
So you are not a fan of peptides?
I'm not a fan. I went out really public with this.
Why would she be a fan? She's a fan of Big Pharma.
One of the things that BPC 157 does, that's the most prominent peptide.
Nobody is a fan of something that works. Okay, BPC 157.
Right now, body protection compound 157.
Body protection, listen to the word.
What it does is it's meant to help with cartilage health and recovery.
Okay.
That's a lot of people are taking it. What we don't know yet is it's doing this by inducing vascularization, meaning that it's helping you around the cells of injury. It's helping you form new blood vessels.
It's helping you form new blood vessels. Gee, I wonder what exercise, you going to the gym, forms new blood vessels. Oh, exercise does.
When you form new blood vessels, what happens? You get oxygen and nutrients. It's great.
Yeah.
Right? Better healing.
Yeah.
But it can't detect whether it's causing vascularization on a cancer
or angiogenesis, right?
cell. And how does cancer survive?
Well, guess what? If that's true, then everybody's getting it in the gym, because here it is, dude. See, when I ask it, I said, do weightlifting create new blood vessels in the body? Yes. Consistent weightlifting, resistance training creates new tiny blood vessels. So I guess everybody's getting cancer, bro. Get it? You're feeding cancer. And guess what? A process called angiogenesis, which she's going to equate with cancer, bro. Get it? So everybody's getting cancer, fucking going to the gym. But guess what, guys? You better stop going and exercising in the gym, because you're creating new blood vessels. You're feeding the cancer. It's associated with androgenesis. Do you see the fear-mongering that these people do? This is fucking ridiculous. So yeah, you could read this, a section here. It's from whatever. It's from Google AI, whatever. It's you can see here they put stuff up here. Anyways, let's go back to this video. So this is the stupidity, man.
Survive and grow and proliferate. It forms blood vessels to feed itself.
It forms blood vessels to feed itself. Yeah.
Cancer cells are so hungry when they form a tumor site. They say, okay, great, now we need blood vessels to survive.
Yeah. What's causing the cancer, though? Where's cancer coming from? What's the cause of it? Does she even know? See, here's the thing. Do any of these fucking people ever go to the root of the problem, the cause of it? No, but they want to treat you, but they don't want to eliminate it because they know what's causing it.
So they form its own little blood vessel supply, and that's what grows, and that's what metastasizes, because they're like, yeah.
See, that's what grows, and that's what metastasizes. These tiny blood vessels. So when you go to the gym, bro, you better watch out. You're going to get cancer. It's going to metastasize. You're going to die from exercise.
Yes, they become so greedy and so hungry.
yeah.
These tumor cells, they go out and metastasize all over your body. You have no control over that,
they do.
right? Whether it goes to your brain, your spinal cord.
Sure they do.
You don't know.
Yeah.
So why would I accept?
You don't know where they go. They'll just go anywhere. I know what metastasize means. It means that it's spreading everywhere. It's going everywhere. All right?
Tolerate that because we can't test yet whether you've got stage 1 cancer.
What's the cause of cancer? Think about it. The cause of cancer is when you are breaking the laws of nature. You're consuming food that you're not supposed to as a human. And that's the cause of your cancer. Once you stop doing that, you reverse that, the cancer will go away because it's suffering from something called a toxic overload. Your food is toxic. Your toxic coffee, right? That you keep feeding it, and sugar and carbs and shit and garbage donuts, fucking, I don't know, Dunkin' Donuts and shit and whatever else you're eating there, and these fast foods and shit and all that. Pop all day, whatever, junk food, chips, candies, man, full of arsenic and shit and everything, is feeding it.
Could all be walking around right now with it. It's just too small to detect on neuroimaging.
Oh, it's too small to detect. You could be walking around with it right now. Okay.
These imaging things, they don't even detect it.
They can't detect it yet, no. I mean, look, on some cancers, yes. Look, prostate cancer, yes, we can detect it. This is, colorectal cancer.
All right, I'm going to tell you something, man. I was on the verge of having prostate cancer because that time when I made my channel, I was eating a lot of carbs and doing a bunch of shit. And my prostate grew and I couldn't pee. But guess what? The moment I cut out all those foods that were causing it, it went away. It went away, bro. Get it?
Yes.
Even my doctor told me, he took my blood test. He said there was concerns about cancer or something. I was like, that's when it really hit me too as well. That was another reason why, I started eating meat like crazy because I don't know. My instincts told me eat meat because I got scared. And so I just consumed lots of meat. Buffets like crazy, hours of consuming. I consumed a lot of fish, seafood, and meat. And I wouldn't stop until it cured me. And it did. It went away. I forced it out of my system. I increased my immune system, got stronger. I've not had a cold or a flu or being sick in years now since I started eating meat or animal products. And I've transitioned into raw because raw is associated with less glycation. Not to say that you can't have a crock pot and cook and try to avoid glycation, but I'd rather have the nutrients intact in their natural state. I don't want to consume any broken DNA and shit.
Is why, everyone should be getting screened and doing colonoscopies because around 99% of all colorectal cancers exist from the polyps that are built up. But you can get rid of those. This is why everyone should be getting.
Yes, I heard about that. That is a concern too. Yeah.
Screened and
why is that? Why do they show up there? It's because you're consuming these foods. Once you stop doing that, they'll go away.
Doing their colonoscopies and endoscopies. But, breast cancer, I believe so. But I'm talking like, pancreatic cancer. You don't know whether you've got it until stage 4 and then you're done. That's what took my grandmother. That's what took my aunt. Ovarian cancer, you don't know.
I believe her. They took them because they continued in that behavior, feeding the cancer.
Glioblastoma, forget about it. So, why would you?
I mean, a lot of people are taking peptides.
And not knowing the harmful risks.
I took them.
Yes, this little tiny peptide that you're going to microdose with is going to cause all these problems, man. Yeah, sure. Now, I'd say this. You should study peptides and use discretion which ones you should use or you shouldn't. It's all dependent on you. Now, should you use them long term? No, I don't think you should use anything long term. Now, short term, you could get away with anything using things short term. For example, like they just said, body protection, BP 157, it's used to wound heal, right? You have some really bad surgery or something, I don't know. So you use BP 157 for a very short period of time to heal your problem. That's it. That's all you do. It's not something you go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You get it, man.
BPC 157?
I believe that's what it was.
Everyone's on something called the Wolverine stack, which is TB 500
Yeah.
and BPC 157.
Well, they believe if they combine the two, that's what they do. Yeah, they work synergistically better together.
There's melanotan, and then there's these secretagogues, which Samorolone, Ipamorolone.
Yeah, secretagogues, that's not part of it.
Everyone's taking them, but my question is,
Maybe, right? Tesamorelin, okay.
first of all, I don't know if you know this, but it failed. But it failed. It failed its trial. You do phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. It failed when they found out how dangerous it was, so the FDA cut it completely. They said this is too dangerous to move forward in human studies.
Oh, brother, man, this is just, you know what? Amino acids, peptides are dangerous. Tripeptides, dipeptides, polypeptides, they're all dangerous for us. My God, man. If you take an amino acid, it is dangerous, man. Amino acids just tell your body to do specific things. It's like a program in a computer. You take these amino acids and it tells it where it should put this or put that. For example, like creatine, they sell it in a powder of 3 particular amino acids, which draw water into your muscle. That's the whole idea. They discovered that creatine can fake this hypertrophy look, muscular look, by putting water in your muscle. So they sell it to you, making you happy that, look, I got 5 pounds of this fake muscle, I look cool and everything, whatever. Because they know you're never going to build anything anyway, because of the way you're doing things and whatever. So they give it to you, make you happy, whatever, okay? So, for example, GHKCU. So the GHK is made up of 3 particular amino acids that tell your body to do specific things, and it's bound by copper. So the Cu is the copper. And we know a lot of people, I guess, lack copper in their diet. Their myocytes die. Their hair is not fucking producing this malignant, the coloring in the hair. It's gray now. It's fucking dead. This is a bad sign if they die. It's due to stress. So you've shortened your lifespan getting that. It's a bad sign, dude. Man, you could probably spend the rest of your life trying to reverse it. I don't know. So here's a question. We don't really know how long humans can live because we don't have any trials of humans on a raw animal diet and without any natural predators, because humans have died fighting for years and years and years. We've killed each other, so we don't have any records of how long a human can live. Now, the Bible says, I don't know if you could use that as a historical reference. They say people live to 600 years. Here's the thing, I don't really doubt that. Because there's animals out there, they say whales living to a couple hundred years, tortoises, alligators living a couple hundred years. As long as they don't have any natural predators that could kill them and they're eating their natural food and they don't suffer from anything major, then yeah, you could live quite a few hundred years. Get it? So if you're asking me, can a human being live quite a few hundred years looking non-deteriorated? Yes. If they eat their natural food, but nobody is eating their natural food. Everyone's on a pesticide food diet, bro. Get it? So there you go. So they're not eating raw animal products, humans. They don't eat them. That's why we don't know. We got to this point where we don't have any trials. So how the fuck would you know?
Okay.
That's why there's not one randomized control trial done. This is why you can't.
This is why not one randomized trial is being done. It's not being done because you need funding. It costs money, and the shit is not patentable.
I go to and get a prescription for BPC 157. So I don't know where
A prescription for it. Why would you get a prescription for something that's not patentable?
you got it from. I'm scared because when you get it on a grey market, or scarily on a black market, let's just say you get it on the grey market.
I have concerns as well. I think it should be regulated so that there's testing, so you know that you're getting what you're paying for.
Good. The grey market means that it's not FDA approved.
And whose fault is that? Big Pharma and the government.
But it comes with a form that basically says, this is what's in it. You don't know what's in it. You don't know what you're injecting. You're injecting it systemically.
Sure.
GLP-1s are peptides, but they've passed phase 3 clinical trials. They're FDA approved. You get a script. They're not compounded, meaning that, if you go and get it from Wegovy or Zepbound, like they are, they're safe. The safety and efficacy they have passed with flying colors. How do you know that when you're using BPC 157 that you are not inducing vascularization of a tumor cell?
Just like exercise. How do you know you're not doing the vascularization of a tumor cell? Exercising, going to the gym. See what you see how stupid this sounds? Again, the tumor, man, cancer it increases because of toxic overload. That's a known fact in science. Toxic overload causes cancer to metastasize. It starts replicating itself.
I guess you don't.
You don't. And you won't know.
You don't, and you won't know. You don't, and you won't know. You don't, and you won't know. Well, have people cured themselves of cancer? Well, according to science, people have had cancer, and the cancer has gone away, and they've lived a normal life. So can cancer go away? Yeah. See what I mean? You could get it. It could go away. Could you get diabetes? Can it go away? Yeah. How does diabetes go away? When you stop eating sugar, you dumbass. That's how diabetes fucking is cured. You want to know how you cure diabetes? Stop eating sugar that feeds the diabetes, and it'll fucking go away. A lot of these chronic diseases that these people get, if they stop feeding them, then they'll fucking go away.
Shit.
And so that's my problem. Now,
look at that. This is exactly what we're talking about. She plants the seed in this guy's head that you're gonna fucking feed this cancer, bro. Well, what about diabetes? What about mitochondrial dysfunction? What about a bunch of other fucking shit? She doesn't mention anything else other than cancer because that's the biggest fear everybody has. And this guy's like, shit, once the seed is planted, he's like, shit, I better never use them again because this lady scared me. I might get cancer from them. Okay. Then everybody that eats animal products which convert to peptides in your body would get cancer. And everybody that went to the gym building these blood vessels, angiogenesis, they're all fucking cancer ridden, bro. Get it?
I got a lot, I put this out on social media and I got, even Andrew Huberman messaged me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. If I would, there's another one that's great for the skin, copper, GCU. I'm not even sure what it is.
Here we go.
I'm into anything that's going to.
I just knew she was going to bring this one up. GHKCU, the copper peptide, that's the best one in the world, bro. It actually helps with fucking reducing, turning your cells back to normal and fucking turning on this thing so you don't have cancer. I should post in my community section. I have a copy of it on here. I'll post it again.
Slow the aging process, right? Mm-hmm. I spend.
But the disclaimer by the AI says that first copper peptide tells you that it reverses this cancer. Then the AI tells you, it could give you cancer. Oh yeah, okay, man. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. It tells you what it does, and then they try to scare you, but it could give you cancer. Okay, man.
Thousands on my skincare products, for God's sake.
Okay.
If I thought that these were safe for me and my mother and my future children, I'd be telling my mom every day, do it. Of course I would, right? But I can't.
You don't have to. You only use them in specificities, specific things. Like BPC 157, people don't stay on it forever. They've used it one time and then that's it. To heal some wound or something. You're not on it forever and ever and ever.
Take that risk.
What is the risk? People risk their lives every day driving in the street in a car, flying in an airplane. They risk their lives drinking coffee every day. Coffee's toxic, bro. Get it? And the sugar they're eating, all that garbage. They're fucking literally putting their lives on the line every time they eat at fucking McDonald's. What is this lady talking about?
Yeah, if you could go to the doctor and get cleared, and the doctor can say, hey, listen, we've scanned you. We now have technology to pick up. You have not one cancer cell inside you that is going to grow and proliferate. Then, yeah, and these have passed clinical trials and they're safe. Then, yeah, take your BPC 157. If not, to put an ice pack on. Like, why are you taking it? Why did
you
you
asking
take
me?
it? I'm asking you, yeah.
Shoulders.
When your contractors are global, paying them should not slow you down.
And what happened?
They may
you
have
heal?
gotten a little bit better, but
Yeah. And look, it could be placebo, or it could well and truly have down-regulated inflammation and helped the healing process. This is why you injected at the site. You probably injected it into your...
then that's not what I was on. Or I took it wrong.
Yeah,
But
okay. I'm not sure then what you were on. Usually what happens if you've got an injury, you usually inject it at the site. You don't have to, but a lot of people do. They like, okay, I've got a shoulder injury, I'll inject it here because...
Yeah, they say that stem cells are going to give you cancer. Yet, if stem cells will give you cancer and fuck you up, then why are they injecting people, these clinics and doctors and everything, injecting people with stem cells? They say you have a chance of getting cancer. Everything is going to give you cancer. Bro, if you eat bread every day, you have a chance of getting cancer. If you eat candies and sugar or rice with arsenic, you have a chance of getting cancer. So why are you eating these foods? Why are you going out in the world? Why are you drinking tap water? Tap water has chemicals in it. It has fluoride, your fucking toothpaste and shit. You're rubbing your teeth with chemicals all day in your tongue and your mouth and everything. You know, people are smoking cigarettes every day. You're gonna get cancer, man. You're putting your life on the line every fucking day. This environment is toxified, is cancer. Fucking your government is cancer. Everything. Your teachers, these people, your boss is cancer, dude. They all are cancer causing because they stress the fuck out of you. And if they stress you, they cause cancer. Get it? Stress causes cancer too. Did you know that? Oh, you didn't know that. You didn't know that stress causes cancer. Yeah. So your boss, your fucking government, everybody else, bro, everywhere you're going, the people around you are fucking causing you cancer, dude. You don't understand how crazy this lady is.
it goes in systemically, and it does a number of different things, but
Yeah.
one of them is the formation.
The funny thing is it does wonderful things. It cures people, it fixes you, it does a bunch of stuff. But guess what? It's going to cause you cancer. So unfortunately, you can't use it. Even though it will fix you and fix your problems, you shouldn't use it because guess what? This lady says it's going to cause you cancer, bro. Get it? So here's the thing. If they were to put on the label, you going to your fucking bakery and they told you that bread causes cancer in humans because it's made from fucking grains and shit. And grains cause cancer like mad cow disease. Get it? Mad cow disease, bro. Would you go there and eat it? Would you go and eat it? Would you take the chance? There's a disclaimer. Here's the disclaimer. Bread causes cancer, bro. They're not gonna stop eating it. People are gonna keep eating it. Get it? But we know that there's a chance of getting it because that shit's poison. All right. These are just peptides. But like I said, I'm just using this as an analogy, how dumb that is. So training, going to the gym causes cancer because it causes angiogenesis, the formation of blood cells. Get it? So you're feeding cancer, bro. Get it? You're getting cancer.
The vasculature, so it helps with the healing process around that site.
what did Huberman text you about?
If something is healing you, why would it cause you cancer if it's healing you and fixing you? None of that makes any sense.
He believed that I got something wrong, which was in one study, and I've put this out on social media. It's funny when
That's all she can do is use studies because she doesn't know anything. She's just a human like every other human. They don't know anything other than what they read, or then they fabricate stuff and they call it theories. Oh, this is a theory, it fixed you. That's not a theory, bro. Listen, the vegan compilation is not a theory. I go and I watch it. It's not based on theories. People's experiences on BPC 157, if it's healing them, that's not based on theory. That's based on actual fact. And then they go and they do some x-rays and they find this stupid shit has been healed. So it obviously must work.
a 1 hour long episode, and the thing that gets clipped, there needs more nuance, right? And what got clipped was I mentioned that in a phase 2 clinical trial, I don't correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe it was melanotan. It was one of the peptides. It caused death in one person, and I stated that.
Why would it cause death in somebody other than they injected something that was bad? It wasn't melanotan. It caused death. How can a peptide cause death? Man, this is funny, but okay.
But I think when it got clipped, it said that,
Were they allergic to the melanotan chemical that was in it? Maybe it was fake. I don't know. Anyways, I don't equate that to the melanotan that caused them to die.
I was referring to every, BPC 157, which I wasn't. You look at the full clip on YouTube, but
Guns don't kill you. It's the bullets that kill you in the gun. When you trigger, you take a trigger and you pull it. Humans have to pull the trigger. That's how you die. You see what I mean? Steroids, they don't kill you. It's what you do on steroids that will kill you. Get it? If you run an animal into the ground by whipping him and pushing him to pull a yoke in the field, in the grain fields, what did you expect? Of course, you ran him into the ground. He's gonna die. Get it? Because you kept whipping him and working him to death. He died. Just like you on steroids. You fucking working yourself to death. You cause a heart attack and you die. Get it, dude? It's not the steroids that killed you.
He wanted to correct me, and I re-corrected him and said, well, I didn't say that. And because I think he's a proponent of peptides. I'm not sure if he...
Sure.
Well, that's where I got my doctor from. Some recommendation from Andrew.
Yeah.
Which I love that doctor. I love that doctor.
No, look, he's phenomenal.
They especially don't want you to use Epitalon, this specific peptide that can actually extend your lifespan. Nobody wants you to extend your lifespan. And all these fucking people that are out there would definitely be jealous of you extending your lifespan because they all know they're going to fucking die. And they're such pussies to use Epitalon. Epitalon is just a peptide extending your telomeres. If you extend your telomeres, what is that associated with? Extending your lifespan. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. So there you go. They've tried it on animals, and guess what? These animals came from the brink of death. Even their cancers disappeared when they used Epitalon on them. There was a YouTube video on it. This lady, she had her dogs were sick with cancer, riddled, they were old. Once they gave them the Epitalon, holy fuck, man. These dogs turned into like brand new shiny dogs, and their cancer even went away and everything. They were fucking... But you think they would give that to you as a human, what they were using on the dogs? No. But guess what? It's available now. It's called Epitalon.
We've known each other for so long. And I think he sits on the same bandwagon as me. I think he believes that it's going to be a big thing in the next 5 to 10 years.
It is. It's the future of everything. Here's the thing. Because the Chinese have allowed it, they pushed it out in the market. All of these people are freaking out. These peptides have been around for decades. So why now? Why weren't you able to have access to them? Why? They've been around since the 60s, 50s and shit, peptides. But why now? Because the Chinese keep putting them out in the market. Just like DeepSeek, they give you free AI. They believe it should be free for everybody. But these fucking people, man, these fucking greedy ass people, they don't want you to have access to anything that will help you.
I know he knows that there are no human randomized control trials that have been done outside of GLP-1s and insulin, which is another caveat people were telling me.
GLP-1s, they're patented.
GLP-1s are peptides. I know that. I'm not talking about those.
GLP-1s are peptides, but the device they're using is it's patented. The way they have it done up, this shit is patented. And I guess they've sequenced something in there to have it patented as well. I wouldn't use anything that's patented. I've already watched videos on that, and I realized it's a scam, man. So you're just better off using the natural peptides itself. You don't need GLP-1s.
I'm talking about the ones that you buy on the grey market. And secondly, I wouldn't even, I don't even buy my supplements on the grey market. I make sure that my supplements, which are nowhere doesn't pose the risk.
I know. Don't buy your supplements on the grey market. Listen, I buy amino acids. right? Amino acids convert to peptides. I'm taking amino acids, man. Oh, guess what? They're gonna cause me cancer, bro. Get it? Because I'm buying it on the gray market at the health food store. Oh my god, bro, I'm gonna fucking die. Can you imagine all the shit that you're eating at the health food store is toxic? But you're taking the chance, right? It could cause cancer, but all of you are taking the chance with your bulk proteins and shit and all that garbage made from waste products. You're eating them. The people are consuming them. They're toxic, but guess what? They cause cancer. If they were to tell you that eating these health food fucking supplements cause cancer, would you take them? Would you take them? Vitamin D, they use that shit in fucking rat poison. So you're eating that. You're going to the store. Oh man, I'm taking my vitamin D, bro. But are they telling you that it could cause cancer because they use the same substance in rat poison?
That a systemic injection does. I don't even buy my supplements on the grey market. That's how like adamant I am on safety and efficacy.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she is. She's really on safety and efficacy. That's why she drinks coffee, because she is interested in being safe. She drinks toxic coffee that is highly sprayed with like herbicides, fungicides, pesticides, and fucking God knows what. And it's just extremely toxic, but she's interested in safety. That's why she's eating grains called bread and donuts from fucking Tim Hortons and shit, whatever else, bro. And eating her fast food and garbage food she's eating in the peasant slave food diet. And she's brushing her teeth with fucking chemicals because she's interested in safety, right? Oh, I know. She's interested in safety, so she's boiling her chemical tap water and drinking it to increase more of the chemicals. Yeah, sure. Oh, you're drinking your pasteurized milk too, right? Because safety. Holy shit.
Where do you buy your supplements?
Well, I make sure that I'm buying it from a reputable company that has got their manufacturing standards on their website.
Why do you need supplements? You live in a third world country or something?
That have been third-party tested, that don't contain contaminants.
She needs supplements because she's not getting the required nutrients because of safety purposes, bro.
Like I go through, I look at their safety scores to make sure that they're not full of lead and full of gunk and...
Sure. I looked for the safety scores. They're not full of lead and gunk. Man, your chocolate's full of lead and gunk. It's for everything. It's not even chocolate anymore, I heard chocolate's not even being made out of chocolate beans, which are toxic anyways. So just about everything in your environment is toxifying you, yeah. But, we're interested in safety, bro. Get it? Even if it is toxifying you.
With.
Listen, we are giving you these drugs at the pharmacy, but guess what? They have side effects, yeah, because we're concerned about safety purposes, yeah. So, okay.
Things that I don't want to be putting in my body.
Yeah, sure.
In saying that, I'm sounding.
If there are things that you're concerned about putting in your body, then why are you eating the peasant slave food diet and consuming and brushing your teeth and consuming tap water and doing all kinds of weird shit?
So much.
Why are you drinking wine, lady? You're telling me she's never drunk a wine or a beer or something, alcohol? She's concerned about what she puts in her body.
Unpharmacocentric, meaning like I'm not against pharmaceuticals, meaning.
Oh, I'm not against pharmaceuticals, which are toxic and can cause cancer, but I'm not against them because they're regulated for safety purposes. Yeah, sure.
I don't live my life like, in an organic,
Sure she does.
way like that. No, I think that there are certain things in life that you need to realize, like what's safe and what's not.
You're not.
Yeah, you need to realize what's safe and what's not. Well, it's safe to eat raw animal products, but they have already equated eating raw animal products are bad for you. Just go to the doctors with, what's his name? Angenis Vanderplants. When he was on the doctors, they're like, ooh, you're going to die. You're going to get salmonella. You're going to get this and that if you eat raw animal products. Meanwhile, you're going to die and get sick if you eat a peasant slave food diet, not raw animal products. No animal has ever died out there eating their natural food.
An anti-vaccine, that's what you're saying?
I'm not anti-vaccine,
Okay.
no. And I can tell you why.
Sure.
Are you?
No.
She's not anti-vaccine. I'm anti-vaccine because people died. It causes cancer. Get it, man? It was unregulated. It never went through trials. They injected people like cattle, bro. Fuck, my sister got cancer from fucking this stupid shit, and now she's fighting it like crazy. For what? For a stupid ass job.
Why?
Why am I not anti-vaccine? Because
Because they what?
I don't know. My dad's a pharmacist.
Oh,
I know,
good.
because they're safe. Oh, because they're regulated for safety. Is that it?
So
Because they save lives and they have
Oh, because they save lives. They did what?
eradicated diseases.
And because they eradicated diseases, they saved lives and eradicated diseases. They never eradicated diseases and they never saved any lives because COVID never existed. It was fucking they made it, they told you to wear a mask to project disease in society. But I never saw anybody die or or get sick from any of this shit that they were talking about. It's all fake. It's all bullshit what they're doing out there. They wanted to inject you with something. It was poisonous. It's a lie, bro. They're just lying to you.
I want to put that out there so loud because we are here.
Any government that injects you with something that has not went through any trials or anything that they say for safety purposes, you cannot be trusted, bro. Get it?
Because polio doesn't exist anymore.
I love this one. Polio doesn't exist. Polio never existed because I don't know if it's epigenetic because of the peasant slave food diet or whatever the fuck you're doing there. But in nature, polio doesn't exist in nature. It wouldn't exist in natural humans if they didn't break the laws of nature.
Yeah, because polio doesn't exist anymore.
That's not true because I know people that got polio even though they took the polio shot. They still got polio, bro.
Smallpox doesn't exist anymore because of vaccines. The reason why
That's funny. I know lots of people that got smallpox. I got him when I was a kid. Everybody gets them. They still get them even though they injected them. My mom took the flu shot and still got the flu. You want to know why they're getting the flu? Because peasant slave food diet, bro. Get it?
I'm really upset with the decision of the current administration when they decided to eradicate certain vaccines from the vaccine schedule.
Why is that?
Right? Flu vaccine, basically for children. They took around.
Of course, especially for children, you want to poison them with flu vaccines. So you want to inject yourself with flu so you don't get the flu, and yet you get the flu.
Which is really scary, by the way. Some of the vaccines, that they've taken off the schedule could be very scary and detrimental.
See, here's the thing. They don't want to go to the root of the problem, everybody eating peasant slave food diet and putting them back on their natural diet, raw animal products. But they're willing to inject you with all these things to deal with the symptoms of you with your addiction, your taste addiction, eating peasant slave food. Get it?
I mean, vaccines scare me. They do, especially I've two young ones, and the amount of
They'd scare me too.
vaccines that they want to give them when they have an appointment is just like, I don't think we need to do 6 in the next 5 minutes here. But
I don't think people understand. I get that. I get that completely.
They're like, humans are like cattle. When you feed cattle inappropriate diets, they need injections. They need all these vaccines. That's why humans need vaccines, because they're on an unnatural diet. But she's okay with that because, the safety, right?
And I'm not also pro vaccines if you don't need them.
Mm-hmm.
I supported the
Me neither.
initial rollout of the COVID vaccine schedule, the initial rollout, because we saw
Oh my God, she was all for the rollout of the COVID vaccines, man. And she's talking about safety, bro. Get it?
that it lowered hospitalizations and death.
That's an absolute lie. There's no proof of any of that.
What I didn't support is
They just made all that stuff up, man. It's on TV, and then you turn it off.
the second and the third and the fourth vaccines. I didn't
She's lying, man. She is lying.
support that. So that's me not being pro-vax or anti. I just didn't support that because we didn't see that it made.
Whatever. India made up this crazy thing in this like one area that people were getting sick, and they said we need money. That's why they did it, because they wanted to. They needed money. They wanted to steal money. A lot of people made up a lot of stuff so they could steal money. People fake diseases so they can steal money. Say they got cancer, send me money, blah. A lot of these countries, people, they need funding. They need money, bro. Get it? So they faked a lot of this shit.
Any meaningful difference,
Okay, whatever.
especially
Yeah.
out of Wales, Australia, and the US
Yeah.
for the shingles vaccine has
All these crazy diseases, I wonder where they're coming from. None of these animals in nature suffer from any disease, but humans got shingles disease, fucking dementia, cancer, holy fuck, diabetes, bro. It fucking goes on, mitochondrial dysfunction, this, that, bro. It goes on forever, polio, yada, 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 yada. Yes, man.
showed that if you receive the shingles vaccine
Yeah.
after the age of 50, you
Yeah?
lower your risk of all-cause dementia and
That's an absolute lie, because NCBI PubMed tells you after the age of 40, these vaccines, they don't work on older people. I can prove it, man. I could literally bring it up right now, but I don't want to keep turning my phone and going back PubMed and all that. They do not work in older people, these vaccines. They don't work. It's a lie. She's lying to you.
Alzheimer's disease by 50%.
No kidding.
Where's her proof? Post it. Where's your proof that it does that? And look at this guy. He believes everything she fucking tells him. Like the kike he is.
The shingles vaccine can reduce your risk of getting Alzheimer's disease by 50%, and that is even more
What?
pronounced in women.
Whatever.
Why are we telling you to stop getting vaccines? Do you know what shingles is?
No.
But I know, but peptides are dangerous though, right?
You,
She went from peptides to vaccines and all this weird shit now to try to convince you that this is the way to go, but peptides are dangerous, which cure you. So peptides that cure you are dangerous, but vaccines, which are dangerous, are going to cure you. What?
Disease, right?
you get
None of this makes any sense.
chicken pox as a young kid, right?
Yeah, we get chicken pox, yeah, as a young kid, yeah.
You end up in Russia, you get chicken pox.
Yeah, you still get it. Want to know why? Because there's no cure for it. It's caused by the food you're eating. What's causing the chicken pox? The toxic food you're eating is causing that. The plants. They give you these diseases so you fuck off and stop eating them, but you're not looking at the signs.
Never leaves your body. It goes and it lies dormant in the spinal cord, in the dorsal root ganglia, we call it, which is in the spinal cord.
Yeah.
Under times of high stress and low immunity, usually in your 50s and above, when you get stressed, it reactivates. So basically, the chickenpox virus that lives in the spinal cord gets woken up.
I like how she says that with certainty, like as if she really knows that. How would she know that if she never created a human being? Oh, I know, because she read it somewhere in a magazine.
It was dormant, now it's woken up. And what happens is it travels.
Oh, it does it? It does. Really? Could you show it to us? Show it to us, how it travels and how it does that. And then it resides in the spine. Show it to us. Prove it. Prove to us that it's in there. Show it to us. She can't. She can only make up a story. Look at her.
Depending on where it's
Yeah?
asleep in
Oh,
terms
yeah?
of a nerve root,
Oh.
it travels up your spinal cord.
It does. It travels up. It travels up. Yeah. There's this guy, and he's God, and he flew in the sky into the clouds, and then he went to outer space. Bro, get it?
And we've got
Yeah.
things called dermatomes, right? So if it traveled up this nerve root here,
Sure.
you would see that the rash, the skin rash,
Yeah?
comes in the form of the dermatome. So it won't just be a skin rash all over your arm. It causes these painful sores in that spinal cord nerve root. So now you've got this virus in the spinal cord, and what happens then? It goes up into the brain.
Really? Okay.
And what happens to viruses in the brain?
I don't know what happens to viruses when it goes up there into the brain. What does it do?
What did I teach you about amyloid beta?
Yeah.
Brain cells are like, oh my God, we're under attack. It releases all this amyloid beta to try and engulf
But
it.
here's the question. What is causing that? What is causing all these things and causing these diseases? I wonder. What's causing all these diseases in humans? Humans are the only animal on the planet diseased to high heaven. What is causing it, madame? I wonder. I wonder what it is. Oh, the peasant slave food diet. Oh, guess what? No, 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 no. You need to keep eating more of those healthy, toxic vegetables. Get it, man. We don't want you going and eating natural food.
But in the process, you're increasing the amyloid beta plaques in your brain.
I guess this gives her something to talk about, maybe look sophisticated, like she actually knows something. So disease the people, give them disease, like peasant slave food diet. And now that they're riddled with all these fucking toxins in their body, causing all these so-called, triggering all these so-called diseases, abnormalities, diseases in your body, she's going to cure you, bro. Get it? She's going to explain to you how these diseases, what they do, where they go, where they reside, what they do, and what we should be doing about it. Yes, okay. Yeah.
You know, and you're causing a massive influx of neural inflammation.
Oh, you are you? Well, if you're eating peasant slave food diet, you definitely are causing an influx of inflammation.
Increasing your risk of Alzheimer's disease.
Increasing your risk of Alzheimer's disease. See, you're increasing your risk of Alzheimer's disease by this causing this inflammation. So you better stop inflaming yourself by eating peasant slave food diet. But guess what? We won't have a job. We won't look sophisticated. We won't have nothing to talk about. And then we can make these crazy drugs and then feed them to you. Get it? So we can make money and have a job. So I can wear nice clothes and drive my car and everything. But hey, live fast and die young. Get it? You know, better to burn out than fade away.
Getting the shingles vaccine can prevent this from occurring.
Sure it can. Getting the shingles vaccine can prevent this from happening. But guess what? Even you stop eating the peasant slave food diet can prevent it from happening. But she don't want that. Get it? You understand me? She wants you to take the drug.
Just Alzheimer's disease, but can prevent you from, like, this is a really painful rap.
If you stop eating the plants that are toxifying you, causing you this disease, she won't make any money, bro. Get it? And look like she actually knows something what she's talking about.
Why do not more people know about this?
I don't know.
Right? Why are we saying?
Why don't they? Why don't more people know about it? I wonder why.
No. To the shingles vaccine.
Yeah.
People are so scared of vaccines. So that's my thing. I think.
Why are they scared of vaccines? Because they're made from toxic plants, maybe, and they just keep toxifying you nonstop. One toxin to fight the other one. Okay.
That education needs to come to the forefront.
Here's the thing. Even if you have infections or anything or whatever is in your body, bro, if you have a working immune system and you're not toxified, okay, and you're eating natural food, high nutrient diet, your body will cure itself. But they'll scare you online and say, you need to go see a doctor, these polyps, you need to have them drained and this and that. Oh, it could go sepsis, it could do this, it could do that. Well, it could, right, if your immune system is not working. But why isn't your immune system working? All immune systems should be working. They're intact. They're all working. But why isn't yours working? Well, it's compromised. Why? Because you're on peasant slave food diet. Get it?
Right now. mRNA cancer vaccines. I think that there's so much research that can be done in there.
Sure it is. All of these things she's giving you are compromising your system. So eventually they'll do you in.
These mRNA vaccines, I think people understand that it's just, you're actually injecting the virus, a very small amount.
Sure, you're injecting the virus in you, get it? You want to inject the virus in you so you don't get the virus. Yeah, peptides, dangerous, which heal, right? Which are just amino acids. But these vaccines, safe, injecting viruses in you. Listen to what she says.
None of it into the cell, doesn't go into the DNA.
Oh, it doesn't go into the DNA. It just goes into the cell. We inject the toxins into the cell. Yeah.
Or anything, the mRNA vaccines.
It doesn't go in the DNA. It goes into the cell. Where do you think the DNA resides? In the cell.
And it helps your body fight off the virus if it's going to come and attack you.
Yeah, it helps you fight off the virus if it comes and attacks you. It never does. This is all lies, man. This is all bullshit.
Yeah. That's all it's doing. It's not, people are under the impression that you get a vaccine
It's not anything, man. They're giving you drugs make you stoned. They're toxic. Look, man, alcohol is made from plants, toxic. Marijuana made from plants, toxic. Cocaine, drugs, whatever. I don't know, crack, whatever. It's all toxic. Okay, it makes your head go cuckoo. So they give you these toxic drugs at the pharmacy, painkillers, sleeping pills. They're all toxic because they all do specific things to toxify your brain. They toxify your brain. Get it, bro? You understand me, man? They don't cure you. They mask the symptoms. That's what they all do. It's masking the symptoms with toxicity, more toxicity. They call that toxicity overload, and then you get cancer. Get it?
and it's causing lead buildup or something, or you don't know what's in the vaccine. I don't trust them. The same people that are scared of vaccines are the ones buying peptides on the gray market.
No matter.
The same people that are scared of vaccines are buying peptides on the market. See, here we go. This is how she does it. That's the planting of the seed.
Where you're watching the Sean Ryan show from, if you get anything out of
Yeah, I did. It's a lot of bullshit, man. I fucking never watch this shit again, bro, because it's just all fucking propaganda, brainwashing bullshit. Like, just about everything else the government pumps out, governments and shit they push out. I'm done with this shit. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I didn't want to go that long, but I had to.